Okay, and we're recording. All right. What is up, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. So looking forward to a really good session today. We had a lot of movement on London session on GBP pairs for the last few days this week. It is Thursday, so we should have a lot of volume in the market this week. So let's start out fresh, get some stuff off here. We're going to start out with GJ here, and then we'll mark up some other charts and see what we have going on. But for now, we're going to mark up GJ. When you come in, guys, if you guys could just mute yourselves, that would be great. And thank you in advance. Okay. If the music is too loud, let me know, guys. All right. All right. All right. All right. Beginning of the month. GJ has been very, very nice to us this week. So right now we're gonna do a full breakdown. Okay, full breakdown, top-down analysis of the chart. If you have questions, throw it in the chat box for me. As far as the music, guys, I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but I have to keep music that doesn't have copyright stuff to it. So that's why I have this stuff playing in the background. But if it gets to be, too crazy, then I'll just turn it off. So let's get started. Okay. So basically, London session is about to kick off in the next 20 minutes here. So we're kind of late in the session, starting at 2:30. But I like to start around this time for London because that's usually around the time that I see movement, right? So if we look at Forex Factory really quickly, not much going on. Tentative, yeah. So we're pretty much in the clear for now. I don't know about any other news that on any other sites that is out that we should be thinking about. But for now, we should be normal market movement for today, right? So we're in on the weekly time frame. We're on a kind of a bearish trend right now. Not even kind of. We are in a bearish downtrend. Prices continue making lower lows and lower highs, but it's still clean. It's still a clean move. There's not a lot of ranging going on the higher time frame, so we should get some nice clean moves on the weekly time frame. It is Thursday. We're pushing towards the end of the week. Someone said I cannot see the chart. Can everybody see the chart? If you can, just say yes in the chat box or unmute yourself and say yes. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Everybody's saying yeah. So whoever can't see it, guys, it's probably your computer or something wrong with your Zoom. Okay. All right. So basically, we're in a downtrend. Let's go down to the daily time frame. And in case some of you don't know what these lines are on my chart here, these are called quarter points. Okay, these are important price levels that the banks and the institutions trade off of, and they're important key levels that you want to keep in mind and pay attention to. They're all about 250 pips apart for each of them, and the yellow ones are the major QPs and the blue ones are the minor QP levels. So if any of you don't know what those are, that's what they are. And if you want more information on them, just YouTube it, or it's in my course and stuff like that. So that's what these lines are right here. So let's go to the daily time frame and see what we're looking at on the daily. Okay. So on the daily time frame, we have created a resistance up here, right? If I put a level up here, we have a resistance up here. I'm not going to leave this here simply because I have this major QP here. So I'm going to be looking for a strong reaction at this level, either a rejection at this level, or I'm going to look for a strong push, a break above, for it to continue up to cover these levels over to my left over here. So right now we have this resistance up here, and we have somewhat of a support that was created kind of down here, right? So not much of a range, right? However, we are in a daily time frame. So if I was to measure this range here, it should be a good amount. 37 pips, not bad, but we're kind of inside this range here. All right, so let's drop down. So basically, we have an uptrend. Okay, price broke out of this range here, made a high, came back down to retest this level that it broke, and now it's pushing back up to retest this high, which it did, and now it's testing it again. So these are a bunch of tests test rejection levels that it's doing here. Okay, rejection, rejection. It's testing this whole level up here to see, hey, can we break it, or do we need to come back down to retest this low that was created down here, which is this Q point. I love that GJ is at this QP here, because it's either going to brush through and continue up, or it's going to reject and come right on back down. And if it comes down, we should have some clean moves coming down. So I'm not too I'm not worried about a lot of range or anything like that today. So it should be some good moves here. Why isn't my back working here? I don't know why that's not working. Oh, because my arrow is not on. There we go. That's what it is. Okay. All right, good. So let's drop down to the 4 hour. And I'm going to take these off because I like my chart to be nice and clean, and we're going to streamline as we go along. So we have a high that was created at this QP here. We have price that made a resistance up here. So what do we see here, guys? Basically, price made a low, and this is an important price level. Okay, this is important because price came up, broke this level, created support, broke up, and then came down. This drop, we're going to disregard this drop for now because this was news. Okay, this was a news drop. It wasn't normal market movement. Market wants to continue in the movement that it's been in. So even though it's part of market structure, we're not going to pay too much attention to it right now because it was news and it's happened. It was in the past yesterday. So what I'm paying attention to is this level right here. This is what's important to me right now. All right, let's make this a little smaller, bring this out here, and then I have this resistance up here. So mark this off here. Okay. Okay, so what's price doing right now? Okay, price came down, rejected this level hard, came back up, rejected this QP, rejected it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, pushed all the way down with news, and now it's continuing its way back up. I did say yesterday to my students that after this news push, price should have continued bullish, which it's doing right now because it wants to correct the move that it made with news yesterday. And yesterday, nothing said sells. Nothing said sells yesterday. Yesterday was all bullish. Price was making higher highs and higher lows, creating nothing but bullish momentum. But a retracement was in order. A retracement was in order for this move. Now, did we expect the news to happen? No, but I was expecting the retracement. That's why I caught the sell on GJ and GA yesterday, because I said a retracement was in order for both pairs. With how the market was moving and the way it was pushing, it has to retrace. The market has to retrace. It cannot just continue shooting in one direction forever. It needs to come down to retrace, to breathe, for the market to continue whichever direction it wants to go in. Okay, so remember that, guys. The market always has to retrace at some point. So right now it came down to make a low. Okay, price made a new low. This is a new low down here. Now it's making a new high over here. Price made a high, rejected, and now it's coming down. Should this level get broken here, we can expect price to continue down. However, we do have this level here that is of concern. Okay, why is it of concern? Because at one point, if we pull this all the way over, we have several rejection areas here, and this level was once a resistance, and now it's acting as some sort of a support, right? If price closes down here, if this candle, which is, okay, 15-minute candle is about to close, last hour candle is about to close for London session. So London session is about to start. There's going to be a lot of volume in the market, so we can expect a nice push, right? So if this candle closes in this area here, we have to pay attention. Okay, I got to see what the next candle is going to do for it to tell me what trade do I want to take. Do I want to look for bulls, or do I want to look for bears and look for sells? Right now, my overall bias is buys. It is buys currently because price is pushing up. It made a low. It needs to come up to create a new high. Okay, this was the last high that was created. This was a low. Price needs to come up to create a high to retest this high, or to come back to retest this low. Because right now, if I use my trend line, okay, price is pushing up. Even though we have price that made a low here, it's still pushing up. Okay, so right now my bias is buys for now. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for buys. If price comes down, it can come down. We can look for sells as well. But for now, I'm looking at buys because I have a strong level here with rejections. I have this QP up here that was rejected a couple times. Price could come back up to try to break it and continue bullish. But I want to see what this candle does here. So let's drop down to the 1 hour time frame. Nice and clean. This is a nice and clean setup here. Okay, so I don't even need to change my levels here because it's pretty spot on for now. Okay, so I have this resistance level up here, making a support, and it's rejecting. It is rejecting. I'm not surprised that it's rejecting because rejection, a whole bunch of rejection at this level. So this last resistance up here is now acting as a support. Price broke this little mini range here. We have this kind of a mini range in this area right here, right? So price was in and out of here for a little bit, expected because it was kind of out of session, and now it finally broke up. So this candle is probably our retest candle for price to continue bullish. Okay, now 23 pip range, not bad. Let's go down to the 30. Okay, so yeah, I don't have to play with this too much. I can leave this where it's at. How can you tell it was news? Because we saw how fast it moved. It moved really fast, and then there was a corona vaccine news that was released yesterday in Great Britain. So that was news. Strong rejection on this level. Let me look at it on the 15-minute. Yep, and it's pushing back up here. I'm not gonna move that off to 30. I'm gonna leave that there. Now, if price does break below here, I mean, looking at the 1 hour, 4 hour, yeah, we can look at this little minor support down here. I'm going to put a level right over here. I'm going to start using my lines real quick. I like to use my lines more than this. And this is a 28 pip range, and this is a 21 pip range. And we have a double top formation up here. So double top formations kind of indicate sells, reversal pattern. But that's just like a sidebar thing that we use. We always go off price action. Use quarter point and confluence. Yes, your quarter points can be used as confluence because those are your key levels, support and resistance levels. Are we waiting for a second green candle to open above on the 15 minutes? Yeah, we could. I mean, this candle right here, it is not really telling us much, right? We could take a trade down here, right, for price to continue up because we have a nice range, right? We have a strong level that was rejected over here. We have a bullish push, but I'd rather wait for this candle to close, this last hour candle to close to tell me what price wants to do, right? We're on the one. If we go to the 1 hour, we have 10 minutes left in this candle. So let's let this candle close. You know, it's better to wait for more confirmation than it is to take, an impulsive entry and possibly, find yourself in drawdown when you don't need to be. Let the market tell you what it wants to do before taking a trade. So for now, we're not waiting on anything but this candle to close and the next candle to form to tell us, is it going to reject and continue bullish, or is it going to come down and continue bearish in this area right down here? I don't like this area right here. This area is very choppy. A lot of bouncing in and out of this range here. So I like buys more than I do sells for sure. I'm going to take this level off here because I have my QP there. It's confusing me. Okay. I don't like sells. I don't like the way sells are looking because even on the 1 hour, it's pushing. However, London session is about to open. There's going to be a lot of volume. Whenever you have a lot of volume in the market, it breaks through things. It breaks resistances, supports, key levels. It just does. It just price just pushes because there's so much volume in the market. So let's see what this last candle does here. If it rejects this level, I'm anticipating that it will reject and then continue bullish because my bias is buys right now. So for now, we're waiting on this candle to close. We'll watch it on the 15-minute for now. So let's save this layout here and let's go on over to GA really quick and see what GA got going on. If you guys have any charts, any questions, anything you want me to take a look at, just drop it in the chat box and then we'll go from there. Remember, this is more for you guys than it is for me. Learning experience for everybody. So please ask questions. Please tell me if you see something. I'm not a psychic. I'm not always right. If You know, you guys see something and you say, hey, Charlene, take a look at this. I got you. All right. So on GA, we're still ranging. All right. Still ranging. We're still in a downtrend, but we're ranging inside this box right here, right? On the daily time frame. Candles are nice and clean though on the daily. So if price is pushing, it's going to push. All right. So let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, 4-hour bearish. Price started coming up and now it's coming back down to retest this level here. So naturally, I'm probably looking for buys right here. I'm looking for buys. I mean, price hasn't broken down here in God knows how long. If we push this all the way back here, guys, look at this. Price broke here, rejected, came right back up, and it hasn't touched down here in I don't know how long. Okay, this is back in October 7th, that price was back down here. Hasn't touched it yet. Okay, we are in December. So for 2 months, price hasn't been able to break this level. So this level is pretty strong. This quarter point, which is a major quarter point, very strong. So right now, my bias is buys. Bias is buys. Let's change this. I'm gonna get to your chart shortly, guys. I see them over there. Just let me finish with this analysis real quick. I actually like the setup of GA more than I do GJ right now, because if this candle rejects here, I mean your stop loss would be very low if you were to take a trade here. 25 pip stop to go, and which I never have my stop loss that high, but you know that's what it is. If price continues to reject down here, you can see a rejection and then a push up. I mean, this is not a bad setup at all, actually. It looks ugly on the 30-minute, actually. It looks ugly on the 30-minute, but on the higher time frames, it's clean. It's nice and clean on the higher time frames. Yeah, GA is good for buys. I'm looking at buys for GA. A confirmation for buys would be above this resistance here. Actually, above this, because this is a minor resistance. So this is my most recent resistance. So I'd be looking for buys above this level here to continue bullish all the way up. So buys on both pairs today is what we're looking at right now. Nothing is saying sells right now for GA. Even with this big drop that happened with news this morning, or yesterday morning rather, it's still nothing. It came all the way down to retest this low. So I don't see buys right now. I don't see sells. Everything says buys right now on both pairs. And this is a 50 pip range. Oh man. Yeah, guys, we might be looking at GA more than GJ today. GA might give us some really nice buys. Someone's asking, would you just wait until it retests that level, or would you attack from the breakthrough for GA? I'd wait for more confirmation. We're going to wait for this candle to close. It closes in 5 minutes. London session opens up. Remember, you guys, GBP pairs are super risky to trade because they do a lot of fake outs, right? But GA could, all day long, we could look at this level and say, oh, you know, we have this support level down here, clean buys coming up, but let's say you enter a buy here, right? Candle's closing bearish. You enter a buy, which you should not ever do. Never enter a buy on a candle that's closing bearish or coming down bearish. You wait for a bullish candle to form to give you confirmation to enter. So let's say you entered a trade here, right? You entered, a small order and you're like, nah, I'm waiting. I'm anticipating the next candle is just going to come back and shoot up. GA could say, okay, everybody's thinking that. All of us are sitting at our computer right now thinking that, oh, we're going to reject. It's just going to shoot up. GA could, and then some people are going to come in and put their stop loss like right here, right? GA's going to say, I got you. Shoot down, wick all the way out, stop everybody out, grab all this liquidity down here, take all that money, and then shoot up. So when you're experienced with a pair, you have to understand how it moves and understand what the market is thinking. They're never going to make it that obvious for everybody, right? They're never going to say like, hey, let's make it so obvious that anybody could just get in. Yeah, you're going to have setups that are obvious, but you want to be smart with the market. Be very, very methodical with your trades and look for your confirmations. I could take a trade here, right? I'm experienced with this pair. I could take a trade here, put my stop down here, and then let the trade ride up. But why would I do that? Let's wait for confirmation. There's going to be a setup. There's always going to be confirmation. So wait for your setup. Wait for your confirmation. And have confidence in your setup as well. Okay. Okay, so 61 pips on this pair. So both pairs we're looking at buys for both. Let's look at GJ. Let's back at GJ. Okay, GJ is still closing. Okay, see what this candle's doing? Waking up and it's trying to push down. Trying to push down. So right now we're in a little waiting game right now. Actually, that's
On the GJ pair.
who's talking right now. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get to some of these charts, some of these questions here. All right, let's get to some of these questions, some of these charts, guys.
The pair that we're looking at is GBP, Japanese.
Someone needs to mute themselves, unless you're asking a question. I just thought we were already in London session. We are. We're in pre-London right now. London officially kicks off in 2 minutes, but this is pre-London, so kind of the same thing. Okay, Don has a chart, so let's look at this chart here. Okay, so we're on the 15 on GA, resistance form. Okay, break of previous lows. Okay, M15 entry with 2 orders was going to close half, but once 10 pips. CP forgot to change lot size and close whole trade with 18 pips CP. Okay, I think this meant to be over here, but yeah, this is a good trade. This is a very good trade. Wick fill and clear traffic on the 4-hour. Perfect resistance. Yeah, you entered that resistance. Price came down, wicked out, came back up. So I guess this was the retest of this level. This zone is kind of big on the 15 minute, or maybe you had it on the 30 and it's just looking big on the 15, which is fine. But yeah, this is a good trade. I'd like to see where your entry was. Was your entry up here or down here somewhere? I'm assuming it was down here because your trade order thing is down here. But yeah,
down there. I kind of missed the beginning of the drop, but I got when I got on the chart, that's where I saw it.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, this is a very good trade. Very good catch. You waited for resistance to form. You waited for a break of the lows. You had clean traffic.
High, low.
Oh, you took it.
I mean, high, low, low, low.
All right, I need to mute some people here because some people are talking. I'm gonna have to turn off mute for everybody because some people keep unmuting themselves. Okay. Yeah, that was a good trade. And there we go. We have a rejection, and yep, price is pushing up now. So yeah, price did reject this level. This is a strong level here. So I'm gonna move my thing here, and this is minor. 13 pips, 24 pips. And we're gonna see a lot of jumpiness in the market. London likes to jump around a little bit. See what GA got going on. If I see some more rejection down here, I'm gonna look for a bullish close. I'm waiting for this candle to close bullish, and I'm gonna look for buys on GA here, because I don't think this is gonna break today. We will see, but I don't think it's gonna come down, create a bottom wick, and then it should continue bullish. So we're gonna watch GA for now. Let's see real quick. Yeah, GJ is ugly. GJ is ugly right now. I don't like what I'm seeing with GJ. If it breaks below, I mean, I'm not taking these sells here. I don't like what I see inside here. I'd prefer price to break up here, but even if it breaks above, all these little these rejection areas here bother me a lot. They really bother me, because if you look here, price opened here, rejected, closed, and then it's like in here. It's not inside this little box here. I don't like that. So I don't like what GJ is doing today. So we're gonna wait and see what GJ is gonna do. But I like GA. So let's see GA. We caught a good move on GA yesterday, so let's see if we can get another one. Okay. Price comes down here. I mean, put a 10 pip stop to take buys to push up. So I'm gonna be looking at buys here for GA. And I know all of you do not trade GBP pairs. Some of you trade EU and other pairs like that. So keep that in mind. Someone said to cut the music. Is the music bothering a lot of you guys? If it is, let me know and I'll turn it off completely. Just drop it in the chat box. If the music is bugging you, just say cut, 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 cut. If it's not, don't say anything. I'm not gonna keep looking at random charts, guys, gold and all this stuff. If you have a chart you want me to look at, I will look at it. But I'm not gonna be looking at just random pairs and breaking it down. It takes time to do all that. And I don't want to miss my setup. So okay, people are saying cut the music. All right, so we're gonna cut the music. I don't want to miss my setup on a trade, so looking at other pairs is gonna mess me up. So but right now GA is good for buys. Why is it good for buys? Because we hit a strong support level. Okay, we have a candle that closed bullish. Okay, so that was our second confirmation. If this candle starts breaking this high, there's clean traffic to the upside. And then we have the London session open, which will give us a lot of volume. So can we catch a quick 10, 15 pips out of that? Absolutely. So do we have confirmation to take buys on GA? Yes, we do. And yes, GJ is pushing bullish. Yes, we are. So I see buys on both. This is pushing bullish. What's our range looking like here? 15. Yes, yeah, kind of a small range. And what's our stop? What would our stop be here? How about 10 pips? 10 pip stop. Yeah, let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. Yeah, this has been a good week. Trading wise. Usually I've heard that people say that it's during the holiday time, the market will like slow down a little bit and there won't be a lot of volume and stuff like that. But lately, I haven't seen that much lately. So I'm not sure what they're talking about. But the market conditions are always changing. They're always changing, guys. So you never really know what to expect. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. Just go with the flow. So we'll see how this candle closes here, because it's testing this support again. It's testing this support to see if it wants to break it to continue bearish, or if it wants to reject and come back up. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't see let me see this retracement here. 18 pips. I don't know. I don't see it breaking this level. I would be surprised if it broke to continue down. Let's look at GA on the higher time frame one more time. How much range is ideal to trade? 20 pips plus is what you want to go for. You can go for 15 or anything less than 15 or 20. Don't do it. It's not worth it, because you want to grab as much as you can, and then you have to take into account your spread. So if your spread is, I don't know, if your spread is 2 pips, you have to take that into account, so take that into account when you're trading. So I took buys on GA right now. I'm currently in a buy, going for 10 or 15 pips here. So we'll see how we're going to do on this trade. I'm anticipating price to continue bullish. I have a support created down here, strong support level that hasn't been broken. Bullish candle close. Next candle broke this high, clean traffic, and then we have the opening of the London session. So that's my ad bias for this trade. Did I miss anybody's questions up here? Do you wait for support to be made? Do you resist mechanical confirmation? Yes. You always want to wait for your confirmations to be there. Yes, you always want to wait.
When I
What is
set
your
my
method?
lines, I set the lines above the 2 wicks that's already up for a high, low.
If you have a question, can you announce your name first so I can know who's talking? And because I don't know who's asking a question right now. Sorry.
I'm sorry, it's me here. I
Hi.
want to know when I'm setting my lines, so I set them above the 2 wicks that I see, and the bottom line, which is the lower low of the trend, low high.
I don't really understand your question.
Because I don't see that as low. I see more of a low high,
Are you looking
low.
at GA right now? What pair are you talking about right now?
Yeah,
You looking at
GJ.
GJ. Okay, so let's look at GJ. Okay, so what are we asking now?
When I'm setting on my lines, my resistance and my stop loss, between 137.920, which is the bottom of the wicks, and then I'm looking at the top, more like a 140 arranged area.
Okay, so hold on. What was your first line? 130 what?
137.920.
137. Okay, you're not even. Oh, you're okay. Do you have your lines correct? Because you're way off chart, or you're not even in the trade, or you're not on the thing right now. 137 is down here. So what are you looking at right now?
All right, let me get on the live.
If you can you just send me your chart that you have? Like send me the chart that you have, and that way we can all look at it, because I'm trying to follow what you're saying on here, but I can't follow what you're saying.
Okay.
If you can send me your chart. If you guys don't know how to send a chart, go to your page, your chart that you're looking at, and there's a little camera at the top right hand side. Just click the little camera button. Okay, and then this link, you have to copy it and send it in the chat. Drop it in the chat box and I can open it. Don't send me this link. It won't come up as the same one. It won't work.
It won't.
You got to send the one that's in the little camera button. Okay.
In the camera button?
Yeah. Top right hand corner on TradingView.
I got an iPhone, so at the bottom it says stop video, mute, share screen, participants, and more.
You're doing it on your phone? It's better.
Yes.
Okay. You have to find it on your phone. I don't know how to find it on your phone, because I don't I don't trade on my phone, so it's better to do it on a computer. Try to find it on your computer, or try to find it on your phone. Try to find the little camera. Just look around on TradingView on there.
Okay.
All right, let's get to these other questions here. 80309. All right.
Okay. I see participants. Should I just click on you and then screenshot it?
No, you have to send it on the TradingView. You have to click the link and put that link in the chat box. That's how I'm going to be able to see it. If not, I'm not going to be able to see it any other way.
In the chat box.
Yes. And it's going to be difficult for you because you're on a phone, so I'm not sure, but there should be a way to do it there.
Yes, I see the chat.
Okay.
It's at the
So
bottom
put,
right.
yeah, put the link in that box in there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're 4 pips in profit on this trade. I'm looking for 10 pips, and then I'm going to close out, and that'll be my session for today. What is your method for determining what time the market moves most on a particular pair? If the pair is in session, and if the pair is in session, I trade GBP. GBP moves all the time, so you just got to study it and know when it moves. Okay, we're almost at 10 pips here, so I'm going to be securing profits pretty soon. Come on, GA, come on. Probably next candle is going to give it to me. Okay. How do you manage trade? Isn't it nice to put the stop loss into break even to run the profit risk free? Thank you. Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Once you're in decent profit, you put it break even or stop profit and let it ride, or secure. I don't always leave runners. Yesterday's trade was a big trade because it was news. That's why it was as big as it was. But other than that, I usually just grab my 10, 12 pips and I'm just done with whatever I'm doing. On occasion, I'll leave runners. But right now, I'm just good with what I have. So yes, but to answer your question, yeah, you put your trade at break even and let it ride and just see where it goes. Set your TP for whatever you want it to be and then go from there. Have you ever traded UJ? No, I don't trade UJ. I've never looked at UJ ever. Never traded that pair. GJ shot up. Okay. You mentioned you said GJ because liquidity grab. Are you able to put examples of those moves in your course? Not really. I don't. There's no way to really like explain that. I mean, I could break it down after it happens, but before and stuff like that, nah. There's no way. You just have to have experience with the pair. For example, if you are a support near QP is better confluence. No, the candles are more confluence than your QP. Don't never take your QP over your what the candles are saying. Listen to what the candle bodies are telling you. They're telling you a story. Listen to them before everything else. Okay. All right. So we're 6, 7 pips in profit. I need three more pips, and now I'm gonna close out my orders on this trade. Come on. So we're at 15 minutes. The next 15-minute candle should just shoot up here. Give me my pips so I can close out this order, and then we can be good for this session here. Okay. Yeah, GA is moving up nicely. It should continue moving up here. Yeah. There we go. Somebody mute yourself, please. Please mute yourself, guys, if you're coming in. I don't want to hear TV or music or anything like that in the background. All right, 8 pips profit. Come on. Man, one good push. We're almost there. Yeah, come on. Hate it when GA teases like that. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we go. Almost there. Come on. 2 more pips. And then we'll close. And yeah, GJ shot up. Yes, it did. So yeah, both biases were correct. I was looking at buys on both pairs. I didn't see GJ breaking this pair, came down, created a bottom wick, and continued up. So if you took this trade on GA, I mean, it was a really good trade, really good setup. We called it, and I didn't take the trade, but I'm in on GA. So but I just didn't want to take this trade. I don't like this whole choppiness, this rejection levels here. I mean, but with the open of London session, it did a nice little push, came down to retrace, and then it continued up. So, and that's the thing about here we go. Where we go. So I'm gonna secure profits real quick here. Boom, 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 boom. Secure. All right. All right. Boom.
You traded on your computer today, huh?
Yeah. When I go live, I trade on my computer. I trade on my computer. So yeah. So yeah, boom. Easy day, easy trade, guys. There we go. There it is right there, guys. Analysis. You come in during your session, you look for your confirmations, you wait for your confirmations, you manage your trade properly, and you go in. I was in this trade we got in the trade at London Open, like what, 15, like 10, 5 minutes into it. And then boom, entered my trade and boom. Look for your confirmations, guys. Wait for your confirmations, look for your setups, and then come in during your session. It's that quickly. You don't have to sit in front of your computer for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours waiting on a setup, waiting for something. And then you see your move and you're so scared to execute on it because you took a bunch of losses yesterday or the day before, and then you don't execute on it. You can't do that. You have to be confident. Once you see your confirmations and you have enough of them in there, take your trade, guys. Take your trade and have confidence. Even if it doesn't play out in your favor, that's fine. As long as you followed your trading plan, you will be fine. You will be fine. I promise you. Follow your trading plan and you'll be fine. I could take this setup 10 times and maybe 7 times it'll play out. And the other 3, it won't. It won't. I'll get stopped out or whatever. I was in drawdown maybe 5 pips on this. I had two orders open, and I was in about 5 pip stop drawdown on both of them. You can't freak out at drawdown. You have to let the market move. You got to let it, breathe and let it do its thing. Have your confirmations in mind, okay? And just see the setup, anticipate that you're going to win, and manage your move. Don't get anxiety. Don't over leverage. Don't over trade. Today's Thursday, towards the end of the week. I could have threw 5, 6 orders on this trade, but why do that? I had a big week this week. So guess what? I'm playing with house money now. I'm not at a loss. I'm not trying to win back anything. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. I'm just trading how I normally trade. That's it. So when you see your confirmations, when you see your setups, if you're in your session and you know the volume is coming, you see the move, just execute on it. Okay, guys. So GA moving up nicely. And don't regret not taking moves if you miss it. If you see a setup and let's say you paper traded, we predicted, hey, GJ, it should go bullish. I do not see it breaking. It's gonna go bullish. Doesn't mean every setup you see you have to take. Don't take every setup you see because you're not gonna win every setup. Oh, it feels better. Like it feels good to take the trade and win, right? Obviously, you win, you make some money, great, right? But it also feels good to predict a move and watch it actually happening. Because now, the more you predict your move, the more you see your setups playing out, the more confidence you're gonna have in the next time you see it happening for you to execute. Now you're gonna be like, oh, every time I see this, this happened, this happened. You were gonna be like, oh my God, I've seen this a million times. Boom. And you're gonna execute like it's just clockwork for you. It's not gonna be anything like you're nervous about it or you're afraid to play out because you're not sure if it's gonna play out. No, you've seen it happen so many times that when you see it, you're gonna know to execute on it. And it's gonna be that simple, that easy, period, point blank. So so we predicted that GJ was going to come down, reject, and continue bullish. My bias was biased to come back up to retest this high. It did that. I'm happy. I didn't take the trade, but I'm happy because it played out exactly how I thought it would and how I've seen it play out a million times. Okay. So let's get to some of these questions here. I don't see a lot of charts, guys. So send me your charts, guys. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I do have a few charts here. Sorry. Question: did you just casually drop 20 lots while hosting? Oh, yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, that's what I know. That's what I trade. If I'm not confident about a move, guys, I'll reduce my risk. So if you see me trading like 5 lots, 2 lots, 6 lots, stuff like that, it means I wasn't that confident in the move, and I don't want to risk as much as I would on a normal trade. So this trade that I took on GA, I was pretty confident that it was going to play out. You know what I'm saying? I would get at least 10 pips out of it. So this going up, I got in around this area here, pushed up for 10. I closed out at 10 pips and I'm good. Why do I take 10 pips, guys? Let's talk about that real quick. I only go for 10 or 15, 20 pips at a time, guys, because the market, you see it move at least that much before it starts to retrace, right? And then if it retraces on you, you're doing one of two things, right? You're giving back profits, and or you're gonna watch your trade go from positive to negative. Let me tell you guys, when I was on my journey of trading, I used to watch so many trades go from blue to red and stay in the red. Go from and high blue to in the red. I'll never forget one day I was in a trade once. The trade went literally like 60 pips. I was 60 pips in profit. I think I was up like $3,000 on that trade. And I got greedy. I didn't put a stop loss. I just let it ride. I'm like, oh, it's not gonna come down. It's gonna continue up. I'm gonna let it ride and see how much more I can get out of this trade. I promise you, I looked at the chart no less than maybe an hour later, and I was in about $700 drawdown. I went from $3,000 profit all the way down to $700 a loss in that trade. So I have seen so many trades go from blue to negative blue to red, that I said to myself, I'm not going to be greedy anymore. I have to be disciplined with my trade, because if I'm not and I'm greedy with it, I'm going to end up giving back everything back to the market. So I got tired of doing that. And once I started doing that, I started seeing my win percentage go up and up and up. Every time I tried to catch like 20 pips, 30 pips, 40 pips, my win percentage would go down. It would go down. So I said, Charlene, you're not good at catching big ass moves. Every once in a while, I'll catch big moves. I've been trading for 2 years. I've only caught maybe 300 pip moves the whole time I've been trading. So you need to learn that. Understand who you are as a trader. Understand what you can do and what your skills are, and get good at that. Get good at it. You can make a decent living trading only catching 10, 15 pips a move. You don't need a lot, because the more you build up your confidence, the more you build up your account, the bigger loss you can take. With the bigger loss you can take, you don't need to catch that bigger move. One day I'll be trading 100 lots. When I'm trading 100 lots, I'll be content with 5 pips. Trust me, I'll be content with 5 pips. So understand the kind of trader that you are, and be content with it, and don't be greedy. Don't be greedy with the market. This thing went up 10, 11 pips. I closed out and I am done for the day. I'm done for this session. I'm not looking for any. I don't care if I see another setup look exactly like the one I just took. I'm not taking it. I don't need to take it. I've already made my money for the day. I don't need to go back into the market and throw and give my profits back to the market, possibly give it back to the market. There's no point in doing that. So that's the reasoning behind that. The market usually moves 10 or 12 pips before it starts to retrace. And if it retraces on you, you could get back profits, or you could end up losing the trade altogether. It's not worth doing that. So we had 2 good winning trades today. One executed on, one paper traded, and both won. So if you took GA, give yourself a pat on the back. And if you took GJ, give yourself a pat on the back. So today was a profitable day for us. So we're doing good. So let's look at some charts, right? Let's look at some charts so we can get some more knowledge out of here, right? So we're looking at GA on the 30-minute time frame. We have, will this minor resistance be of concern for a trade? Yes, because you have a resistance, and turn support down here. So yes, price broke through. Okay, this was news, and then it shot back up and retraced or retested, continue. Yeah, so this price level is important. It's an important price level. Price came down, retested, and now it's coming back down, and then we just took the buy to continue bullish, right? So yeah, that is an area of concern. You always want to pay attention to levels that were once resistance turn support, once support turn resistance, and look at what the reactions were at that level. Was there a lot of rejections? Was price shooting through it? Did you have a lot of ranging at that level? That will tell you a lot about that price level and how much, how much weight you need to put on how strong that price level is. You won't know until the candles tell you. The candles are going to tell you what that price level is doing based on how they react at that level. So I hope that answers your question. They're all the same chart. Okay, so let's look at this other chart here. Oh, all the same. Okay. So yeah, you guys don't send the charts a bunch of times. I'll get to it eventually. I just gotta get used to this chart stuff here because I don't do lives a lot. So I work 9 a.m. to 7. I don't know if Tokyo season is hot, is night good to me because it's too much ranging. Asian Tokyo session, Asian session is a slow session. I don't really trade it that much. It used to be a good session for me, but over the summertime, but now towards like now the holiday time, it hasn't been moving much lately. So I mean you could trade that session, but it's just a slow session. So if you're taking trades during that session, you just got to be super patient, super duper patient, because that like this setup we just took on GA only took a few minutes. On an Asian session, this setup would have took like 4 hours, 3-4 hours to play out. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be patient with it. Give it time to play out, and then just be patient. You just gotta be patient with that session. That's all. Unless there's news. Then if there's news in that session, then it's gonna move. You know what I'm saying? So we scam the market 10 pips and out. Yeah, like Raja said, scammers. Awesome session, great job. Yeah, guys, we all did a great job. All of you, we're all in this together. I'm not here by myself. We're all in this together. So we all did a great job. Which decimal point is the pip value for GA? Man, listen, GA is hard for me with the pip count. It's different on GA because of how the numbers are and stuff. To be honest with you, I count it based on the profit amount that I'm in. That's how I know where I'm at profit wise with it. But other than that, you kind of have to like do the math on it or go to babypips.com. Babypips breaks down the pip count really good, like in super detail on there. So I would go there for that. I'm not the best to talk about the pip count on those pairs because I go off of I suck at math, so I go off of the profit that I'm in with the pair, and I just look at how the numbers move with it. So happy with 20 pips and going about my day. Yeah, absolutely, exactly. 20 pips on one lot, that's $200. You know, make $200 on every day. That's $1,000 a week. Can you live off that? Hell yeah, that's great money. You know, why not? A lot of people don't have that right now. You know what I'm saying? So mute yourself, guys, please. Mute yourself. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's take this off because we're out of this trade now. But this should continue up. This should continue all the way up. I could have left the runner to continue up, but like I said, I'm good for the week, man. I'm good. I'm really good off the week. So I'm just chilling right now. See what tomorrow holds. Price is gonna come down, create a support, and then should continue up here. The manifestation is real. Yeah, it's real. Are you going to keep doing things like this, trading live? I will try to, guys. I really want to do it every night if I could, but I have so many other things on my plate. I will try to do it as much as I can, especially for my students, because I know that these do really help. A lot of mentors that do lives all the time don't have day jobs. They have the free time to do whatever. I still have my day job. So I have to balance my time between everything that I do. So I will try to do them as much as I can for you guys. Absolutely. Okay. And wow, this is continuing up here. Yep. It's just continue bullish here. I got the same thing going on working through New York, trying 80 sessions, slow motion, but this trade was great. Yes, it was. How long did it take you to be profitable? It took me about 11 months. You don't wait for a candle to close. I do wait for candles to close. We waited for this candle to close, right? When this candle came down, I didn't enter on this one. This candle was bearish. I said, I'm going to wait for this to close. And if it breaks the high, I'm going to enter. That's what it did. And that's what I entered and took it. Please do again. Yes, I will try for sure. I'll try to do more lives if I can. I need to build my Christmas before Christmas cash. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta get that Christmas shopping in. Yeah. Gotta love it. And that's the freedom that Forex gives you. You know, you can easily just come sit behind your computer and make some dollars and be good. You know, you don't have to go punch a clock somewhere to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Totally a blessing, totally a big blessing. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. So let's look at GJ. See what GJ is doing. GJ is pushing up nicely, and yeah, GJ is pushing up nicely as well, coming back up. Um, if you guys took any of these trades, can you guys like say something in the chat, say yes or something, so I know. I just want to see how many of you actually took the trades off the analysis that we did. I'm just curious. Okay, yes, yes, yes. No, some people didn't. Some took GA, some took yes. Definitely took the trade. Yeah, GA. Okay, cool. Absolutely. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great, great, great. I like to know that all of us are winning together. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the only person like taking stuff, and you know what I'm saying, like we're here together to make, to learn together, to profit together, everything. So if we do something, I like to see that a lot of people are doing well. So wow, look at GJ moving nicely, very good. And this is London session for you guys. There's a lot of volume right now. Volume in the market is pushing. So it's a great session to trade. Do you think a person should build a skill to grow $100 account to 1,000 in order to be a better trader? Don't focus on the money. Don't focus on the money. Please don't focus on the money. Focus on your consistency. Because remember, guys, when you're trading, it's not about how much money you make, because you can have $1 million in your trading account, but if you don't know how to read a chart and you cannot form a trade idea, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you're not going to make any money. You're going to lose that whole account because you don't know what you're doing. But somebody with $5 in their account can come in, read a chart, create a trading plan, execute, and make money. You know what I'm saying? So forget about the money. Forget about building an account. Forget about compounding. Forget about flipping accounts. Forget about all of that. Only focus on the skill, because the skill is what is going to bring you the money. The skill is first. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Do not focus on the money. Focus on being consistent. Focus on your win percentage being higher than your loss percentage. Focus on your risk management with your trade. And I promise you, you will see a difference. And then your account size will reflect your consistency. Because if your wins are bigger than your losses, your account will naturally grow because your percentage is better. Your win percentage is better than your loss percentage. So you have to focus on just mastering, understanding the charts, understanding your confirmations, being patient, waiting for your setup, looking for your confirmations to enter a trade, and then executing on it, getting your confidence down, your psychology down, and all of that put together will reflect with your trading account, and you'll see the difference. If you're not focused on none of that, you're not going to see a difference in your account. You're going to see a whole bunch of red, whole bunch of losses, and you're not going to have any money. You're going to blow on accounts and stuff like that. So I tell that to everybody I talk to, people that DM me, my students, everybody, please do not focus on the money. When you focus on the money, you're focused on the wrong thing, and you're going to end up losing money and getting discouraged. Your confidence is going to get shot, and it's going to be a bad day for you, right? Don't do that. Focus on the skill. Please, 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 please. You get the skill down, everything else is cake after that. I promise you it's going to be cake. So, and GA is running nicely. And another thing I wanted to say, guys, like, look at this trade here, right? I closed out at 10 pips, right? I entered at around here, closed out at 10 pips, and it's up currently 22 pips right now. And it's probably going to push all the way up to the 50 pips. Please, guys, do not look at the chart and say, man, I should have stayed in. I should have caught some more pips. I should have did this. I should have did that. Because I used to do that. I used to be like, oh, I saw this happen already. Let me let it run. And then boom, the trade will just reject somewhere over here where it shouldn't have, and then shoot back in the opposite direction, and I would give back profits. Don't do that. Usually, like, the only reason why I'm still on the chart now is because I'm with you guys doing a live. But if I was by myself trading, I would have been right back in my bed sleeping right now. I'd have been done for the day. Won my trade, got my money, closed out, closed my charts, and I'm done for the day. And I'm gonna go get my day started at 7 a.m. tomorrow. That's it. Don't stay and look at the trade and open up your MT4, grab your phone. We all have phones on us all the time. MT4 is right there on our phone. So we're looking like, oh man, look how far the trade went. I should have stayed in. Don't ever do that, because understand that the market will always keep moving. It's always going to move, 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 move. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't take breaks. It doesn't nothing. The market is always going to move. So you're always going to miss out on moves. You're always going to miss out on pips. Stop trying to collect 1,000,000 pips in one move. It's not going to happen. Get what you're content with, get out of the market, and come back tomorrow and do it all again. That's it. Come back tomorrow and do it all again. That's it. Don't go win your trade and then turn around and jump in another trade trying to get more because you see the market moving. Don't do that. That's not worth it. The market is not your friend. It's not here to give you money. We are retail traders and we are competing against banks and institutions and people who have a lot more money than we will ever see in 10 lifetimes. So don't do that, guys. Make your money, be content with it, get out, come back tomorrow and do it again. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Have fun with trading. That trade we took just now was fun as shit. That was fun. Okay. And even if it was a loss, it still would have been fun, right? Because we're like a family. We're all together. We're all trying to get ahead together. We're all trying to learn together. Just have fun with it. Just have fun with it and make it a fun learning experience, but just be smart about your trade. Okay. Someone sent me a chart, but I cannot download it. Joe Jones, you sent me a chart. I can't download it. You have to give me the chart that's in the little picture box up here. That's the only way that I could open up the chart on the screen so everybody can see it. I'm a new trader, still using demo. When is it a good time to go live? 7 out of 10 trades a week, successful trades a week. I can't tell you when it's a good time to go live. You have to go off how you feel because you have to go off your psychology, your win percentage ratio. But if you're winning 7 out of 10 trades, I mean, I would go live after that. I'll tell you that because that's a very good win percentage. That's everybody's. All good traders, that's about their win percentage. We're about 60-70% win ratio. Nobody is in the 80-90 range. Nobody. I could promise you that nobody's in that range because that's like you almost never lose your trade and we all lose. So if you're at 7 out of 10 consistently, like not just random 7 out of 10, like you got to be consistent with it. Give yourself a good 3 months and see how it goes. Also with that, I don't really preach demo trading on demo because there's no emotion attached to demo. And I don't like that. It's very misleading because with demo, you could just throw in a random trade and it doesn't matter if you win or lose because it's not real. But if you go live and you're using a small lot like a 0.01, even if it's a small lot, it's still real money. So there is some amount of emotion attached to it. So I would recommend you to go live, but go start small. Start with like a 300, 400, $500 account and use 0.01 lots and start getting your psychology in play because your win percentage plays a part with your psychology as well. And playing and trading on demo doesn't do anything for you. It really doesn't. To me, demo is just to learn how to use MT4 or MT5. Once you learn how to use them, you need to go live and get your emotions in play because your emotions are always going to be in play when you're trading real money. So start preparing yourself with smaller amounts so that way when you go with the bigger amounts, you can be ready to go. So yeah, definitely go live. Just start with the small lot sizes. One good trade is plenty of fake outs. Yeah. Do you really need books that help you with the influx of money that you get now? Yeah, I have a huge financial book library. Am I reading a lot of it right now? No, I'm reading more mystery books right now because I love mysteries. Um, but I do have a CPA that I talk to just about every day. Um, like yesterday, today when I got that big win, I called them right away and told them about it. And you need somebody to tell you how to manage your money once you start making a certain amount with trading, because it's not going to be any kind of money that you've seen before. Because I've never made this much money in my life before, and you need to know how to manage it properly. So wow, both of these trades just rejected. Oh, I hope you guys took profits because both of them rejected this level here. So yeah, GJ rejected up here. Candle close weak doji, right? Weak doji, huge wick right here. So weak bullish momentum, and then it just shot back down. And GA is looking like it's doing the same thing, but it could just be creating a support for it to continue. So I think GA is creating a support to continue because there's not a lot of rejection over here. So I think this is going to continue up. But with GJ is looking ugly right now. I don't know what GJ got going on right now. So I'd stay away from GJ right now. Yeah, GJ is not surprising because look at left. If we look left, look what's happening. Whole bunch of ranging. Okay, this is what's happening here. So this box is going to probably repeat itself right here in this range. So this is a no trade range right here inside here. So if you got your pips, good, but don't get back in because it's looking like it's doing a lot of mess right now. Let me take a peek at gold. I miss trading gold. I mean, I don't, but I do a little bit. Yeah, we're pushing bullish. Bullish. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I used to only trade gold, guys. I used to only trade gold, and I used to eat off gold. I was doing really well with gold. And then Corona hit, and gold told me to have several seats, and that's exactly what I did. I went and sat my butt down somewhere. So yeah, I'm not trading gold right now. So, but once this Corona stuff is done with, I'll definitely be taking a look at it again because the pip count on gold is ridiculous. You could drop a one lot on gold and do very well with it. So I'll be looking at that for sure. Yes, 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 yes. Anybody has any more charts that you want to drop? Any questions like that? Any questions you guys want to ask me? I'm here for all of you. So let's do it. I have a hard time with trends that are different in smaller time frames and bigger time frames. Any advice? Always stick to the higher time frames. That the higher time frames are king. They tell you a lot more of what the market wants to do, but the lower time frames you have to also take into account because those tell you how to enter and what's the market is doing in that time frame. So to be on the safer side, go off the higher time frame, but look for your confirmations on the lower time frames. And practice your top down analysis. If you're having issues with that, practice your top down analysis. And if your time frames don't correlate with each other, like if your daily 4 hour, 1 hour, let's say your daily is bullish, your 4 hours bullish, your 1 hour is bullish, and then your 30-minute is bearish, I would wait until your 30-minute is bullish and then look for an entry on the trade, because you want all your time frames to correlate with each other in the same bias for you to have more confirmation or more confidence in the trade for you to be able to take it. Because if not, you're going to be second guessing yourself, because you're going to be like, oh, it looks bearish on the 30, so I should go for sells. But then it looks bullish on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and your sells immediately turn into buys, but you missed out on it because you were paying attention to the lower time frame. Understand that the higher time frames take more precedent over the lower time frames always. So if your time frames is all out of whack, like your 30-minute is bullish, your 1 hour is bearish, your 4 hour is bullish, your daily is bearish, don't take a trade. Just wait, because that means the market is doing a bunch of mess and it's just not worth it. So just wait until all your time frames are together, and then you can take an execution. I only trade gold. That is a true standard. Gold does pay. Yeah, gold pays beautifully, man. When it moves, it moves. Can we look at gold for educational purposes? Yeah, we can. We can. Give me 1 second and we will look. Un momento, por favor. Okay. Those of you that are logging in on your phone, it's kind of hard to look at this on your phone, I would think. So if you're not on a computer right now, I can't help you if you're on the phone because that seems like kind of difficult to look at. So I'm gonna break down gold here shortly. Give me 1 second here. Let me get these posts done. Ay, ay, ay. Stop it. I mean, we all want our trades today, so I don't know what else we should be waiting for, but nobody has any more questions or any more charts right now. So I guess we'll just hang out here for another half an hour or so, see what the market does, and then we'll call it a day. You crack me every time you say I. Yeah, I'm Haitian. That's the culture. Sorry, guys, that's the culture. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Bow, bow, bow. I'm gonna put the music back on because it's too quiet. Y'all gonna start falling asleep soon. All right, so we're gonna look at gold before everybody falls asleep. All right. Yeah. People are messaging me on Telegram. Give me a minute. All right. So, gold. See, this is why I stopped trading gold, right? Gold started doing a whole bunch of mess that it wasn't doing before, right? What's your advice messing with indices such as US 30? I trade US 30, but US 30 is not for beginners. US 30 is for experienced traders. The pip count on that is ridiculous as well. So that, yeah, if you master US 30, you ain't gotta touch currencies no more, because that's money right there. All right, so looking at gold, let's look at gold on a daily time frame, right? If we look at gold here, gold has a strong support level right here. Okay, why do I say it's strong? Because price held here for quite some time, and then when it did break through, what they do, it pushed all the way through, pushed down, and then it it didn't even retest. This could be the retest now for it to shoot back, continue down. So if we go up here, price made a high here. Okay, we got a lot of rejection in this area, right? Let's look at the market. We have a whole bunch of rejection up here, strong level, and then price came to tap. So what did it do? Price was bouncing down here, shot up, took out all these stop losses for people that were taking sells, shot up, took out all these orders, grabbed liquidity, and then shot down. Okay, this is why I don't like gold. Look at the size of this range. It's humongous. This is a daily time frame on top of that. It is humongous, guys. Okay, so let's take some of this mess off. I like a clean chart. Okay, boom. So if you guys look here, you'll see a whole bunch of ranging. Price shot up, made a high, shot right back down, came up again, came down, bounced high up here. If we draw a line here, hold on, I don't want that. I want this. Price stayed here for a few. Then it came down, rejected, retested, and then came down. Held this level. Okay, came back, tested, broke through, tested this last level that it broke before that it created up here, and then shot down, created highs over here and this level here, and then it shot down, came down. So this is most definitely a retest. If this comes back inside here, it's going to stay in here for a while, I think. But this should be a retest because this never retested. This came down and went and just tanked, melted. Now it created a low right here. So let's draw a line where this low is over here, where this low reacted, which is right there. Okay. So if we see price reject off here and push up, it needs to test this level because this was the last level of support that was broken. Test it as a resistance, form a resistance, and then continue down. That's what it's supposed to do, right? Going off price action, that's what gold is supposed to do. Is it going to do that? We don't know. It could come up here and do a whole bunch of dancing, ranging, come down. It might come up and come down like it should. Come down and retest this low again. Who knows? The thing about it is, this is messy. This is a big mess. Even on the daily time frame, right? Daily is supposed to be clean, right? It's supposed to be nice, clean, bullish, bearish. All you see is just waking out, ranging, and then you see a random drop out of nowhere. Then it comes back and ranges again, random push up and then push down. This was a big ass fake out. Grabbed all the liquidity up here and then shot on right back down. Came up, ranged a little bit, and then shot down again. And now it's coming up to possibly again retest this level to come back down. That's what it's supposed to do. Is it going to do that? Probably not. Because gold been doing whatever it want to do lately. It's been reacting a lot off news and doing a whole bunch of mess. So I would be careful with that. Okay. So I don't trade gold because of it just does not follow what it's supposed to follow. And look at the 4 hour. We were looking at the daily. The daily was ugly. Look at the 4 hour. It's even uglier. Okay. Way ugly. Look at all this. Mess, break. Mess, break. Finally came up. Now it's making like normal movement to push back up. But I don't know. I have no analysis for gold because if I had to, it would be that come up, retest, and come back down. So we don't know. We don't know what this is going to do here. So that's gold for y'all. All right. Gold is not to be played with. All right. So trade gold at your own risk. I will not be even looking at gold again until this corona mess dies down. So let's see what these boys been doing since we been Instagramming these last few minutes. GJ is not doing much of nothing. This candle's just dancing over here. I don't know what this kind of got going on. So GJ is not doing much of anything. So the move to catch on GJ was this push up here. Once it came down and it rejected, this candle was your trade on GJ, which most of you caught. And then GA needs to form a resistance for it to continue bullish here. It's looking like it's having a hard time breaking this level here. I don't know why. It really shouldn't. As these rejections are kind of minor rejections, I really don't see it holding, but this needs to push. It may start moving for New York session. New York session, it might just push, which it should. So then again, it did move a lot yesterday, so we don't know. But thank God we got out of this trade, right? Because look at what it's doing now. Now it's dancing in and out, right? Boom. So just get your money and get out, guys. But I'm very happy for those of you that took the time out to trade with me today to come on. I know it's early and it's late in some places and early in a lot of others. You know, you didn't have to be here, but you guys are trying your best to learn and to gain as much knowledge as you can and make some money while you're at it. So why not? You know what I'm saying? It's always a great opportunity for you guys to come on and learn. Like I said, I will try to do these a lot more for you guys. I'll try. I really will try. Maybe we'll do one tomorrow, a London session, or I'm sorry, what's today? Thursday. So tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably do one for Friday, for tomorrow morning, Friday, and then finish off the week with the bang. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna wrap it up here. You know, the markets really aren't doing much of anything right now. They're kind of just bouncing up and down. If any of you are gonna trade New York session, I mean, New York session is a very good session to trade. I love New York session. I'm not going to trade New York session because I've already got my trade. I've been only trading London this week, and it's been doing well for me. So I'm not gonna be greedy and jump on New York. So thank you guys for being on. It's 4 o'clock. Go enjoy your day. If you won your trade today, go enjoy your day. It's the end of the week. Fridays are really, they call Friday Freaky Friday, because the market is freaky on that day. So if you made some money, take your money out. Take your money out, withdraw it, and go have some fun. Go have some fun, pay a bill, or go get an early start in your Christmas shopping. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But again, thank you all for being on with me today. I will record. This is being recorded. I'm going to upload it to my course. If many of you aren't students of mine, definitely take a look at the course, because what I did on here, I go into way more detail into the course, and you can definitely use it to your advantage. And I may put it on YouTube as well. We'll see if people missed it and they want to rewatch it. I'll see if I can throw it on YouTube, and then you guys will have the ability to watch it whenever you like it, and be able to review and go over everything we went over. But guys, thank you so much for being on with me today. I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'll see you guys I guess tomorrow or the next time I do a live. All right, so I'll see you guys soon.